Gross domestic product, or GDP, is a big, important number. It tells us the total value of everything a country produces in a year. Think of it like a country's economic report card. A higher GDP usually means a country is doing well economically. It means people have jobs and are buying things. A lower GDP can be a sign of trouble. GDP helps governments make decisions. They use it to see if policies are working. They also use it to compare their economy to other countries. Understanding GDP is important for everyone, not just economists. One way to calculate GDP is to look at production. This means adding up the value of all the goods and services produced in a country. We only count the final products, not the parts used to make them. For example, imagine a car factory. We count the value of the car itself, not the steel and glass that went into it. That's because the value of the materials is already included in the price of the car. The production approach helps us understand which sectors of the economy are growing or shrinking. It also helps us see how much each sector contributes to the overall GDP. Another way to calculate GDP is to look at income. This means adding up all the income earned in a country. This includes wages for workers, profits for businesses, and taxes paid to the government. For example, if a teacher earns $50,000 a year, a chef earns $40,000, and a company makes $100,000 in profit, the total income generated is $190,000. The income approach tells us how the economic pie is divided. It helps us see if income is distributed equally or if there are large disparities between different groups. Section 4. Spending money, the expenditure approach. The final way to calculate GDP is to look at spending. This means adding up all the spending on goods and services in a country. This includes consumer spending, business investment, government spending, and net exports. For example, if consumers spend $1 million on food, businesses invest $500,000 in new equipment, the government spends $300,000 on roads, and exports exceed imports by $100,000, the total expenditure is $1.9 million. The expenditure approach shows us where money is being spent in the economy. This can help us understand consumer behavior, business confidence, and government priorities. Section 5. Why GDP matters. GDP is a vital measure of a country's economic health. It tells us how much is being produced, earned, and spent. This information helps governments make informed decisions about economic policy. It also helps businesses make investment decisions. While GDP doesn't tell us everything about an economy, it is a good indicator of its overall performance. By understanding GDP, we can better understand the world around us.